I challenged my brother and my friend to restart Warhammer with me. In this series, we are seeing what it's like to start Warhammer from scratch. This means buying our models, our paints, our basic materials, our brushes, our primers, all of that from new. I'm Tom.
I'm James.
And I'm Nathan.
And we are Singularity Forge. As we already have massive 40k armies and huge piles of shame, this is only a small proportion, we thought that we'd start this one with Age of Sigmar. For this, for the full experience, we've given ourselves a £100 starting budget and then £50 a month after that to buy everything.
Over the course of the year, we were building up our 3 individual armies to crown the ultimate hobbyist in our friend group. At the start of each month, we will be setting a challenge and meet up at the end of the month to see how we each get on. To crown the winner of the competition each month, we will be competing in 3 main categories. Those categories are painting, gaming, and budget. When we come together at the end of the month, we will give points based on the level of which each models have been painted to. We will host a mini tournament each month in a round-robin format with bonus points available for tabling the opposition. To keep with the main concept of this project, there will be points awarded for staying in budget and being below budget. There will also be negative points for going over budget and other negatives.
So we all originally got into Warhammer back with Black Reach, like over 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, almost 15 years ago probably.
As the gentleman, I took the Orcs. Orcs the best way to go.
About 5 years ago, 6 years ago, me and James got back into Warhammer with Dark Imperium. I had Space Marines, James had the Death Guard.
The problem with Death Guard is they're not Orcs.
And recently Nathan's joined us.
I'm Nathan. I came back to Warhammer about 3 months ago.
My favourite armies to collect is, at the moment, it's Tyranids. I've effectively got 2 Tyranid armies, so that's my actual Tyranid armies with still fairly heavy conversions, and then my Necronid armies.
Never seen that! I got back into to doing some Orcs. Always the best type. Went with Grotz, Gretchen, loads of conversions, loads of painting. Love me some Orcs.
My main parts of the hobby are Lord of the Rings, and I have a Tau army.
To add a bit of spice and to stop James from just picking orcs again, we decided to randomise our grand alliances.
Nathan, pick an army.
Death. I got Death. I'm quite excited that I got Death. I already have a bit of an Auric clan army. I'm very glad I got Death, which is a bit different in terms of how they play and how they paint. And I think that I'm going to choose Nighthorn as my army.
James, pick an army.
Order. Obviously, I was, gutted not to get Orcs. I can, probably convert whenever I get into Orcs. No, I've got Order, and I'm going to go with the Cities of Sigmar. I mean, you look at those models. Oh, they're just so good.
Oh.
Destruction! Nelly, which one are you having? It's the last one left. Go on, take it out. Nelly has got Chaos, which you always bring the Chaos, don't you? Yum, yum, yum. And I got Destruction, and recently I've done a painting competition, including some basically a Mangler squig, which is very Christmas themed, so I think I'm going to do some Christmas gifts.
Really, you should have had destruction, shouldn't you, Nelly?
The idea of building up slowly to a full army, we were going to start with an Underworlds Warband because it gives us quite a good range of models. It gives you a really good test to see if that's something you'd enjoy.
So for rating the paintings, first off we're going to go with James's. We gave him 3 points because throughout the scheme he's got this very, very cohesive scheme. They're all painted. They're all painted very nicely. If you get really close, the details aren't fully there, but he's painted most of these with a dry brush and then one other brush. So that's kind of like where we've gone with that. So it's not quite sort of Golden Demon ready, but these look awesome on like a small little display board or parade board when they're all done. For me, as typical, I paint some of them, and I start a couple of projects, and then I don't even start some of the others, and I move on and never really get to sort of finish them. So we've kind of gone for a 2 here, and Nathan's look really good, which is kind of surprising to me. Wait, Nathan, you didn't paint yours? Actually, yeah, that does make a lot more sense. So yeah, Nathan's getting 0. Nice. So me and James, taking this seriously, decided to get our Underworlds Warbands, which at 20% off is about £21. We got our primers, which is about £10. Brushes, about £14, because we got like one nice one and then some crappy ones. A hobby knife is about £5. Clippers, about £5 also. Paints, spent about £20 on those. Wet palette was about £20 as well. So that all came to an approximate £95. Meanwhile, Wallet Warrior Nathan decided to just buy an entire 2.5 thousand points of Nighthaunt straight off the bat. This meant that he had no money. He found a really good deal on eBay, to be fair, but meant he had nothing left to buy any paints or hobby equipment or anything like that. So all he has is how it came. And he still ended up £5 over budget. So let's see where he goes from there. Underworlds games last 3 turns, and each turn consists of 4 activations per player, which alternate between the players. In each activation, a player can either move, charge, attack, or do a character's special ability. Players draw 5 action cards each turn, which have a range of uses. At the end of your turn, you refresh your hand up to 5 action cards. The game is won by the player who has the most victory points. Victory points can be achieved by killing models or by completing objective cards. Characters can be upgraded by either becoming enlightened or by spending victory points on upgrade action cards.
So I'm going to use Varaz the Cruel's action, and I'm going to push all friendly chain wraps up to 2.
So I'm just going to go and make an attack action. We're going to get Amos Duncaro is going to go into one of your chain rasps.
Okay, I'm going to charge the Briar Queen.
Unfortunately, that will take Grotbiter out of action.
First blood.
What that will mean is that Quiet Pock and Rat Spike both become inspired, having lost their favourite companion. At the power step, or basically the end of the turn between these two, I'm going to be using By Order of the Vault. Okay, so we're going to charge Bridget Axwold, who's going to come in for some close-range machine gun fire, which is not something you usually see in a fantasy game. So going to move her and declare an attack action, which means she's done a charge and won't be able to do anything else after this.
Take that off.
Chain rasp down. So with that, an enemy destroyed. Well, a friendly fighter's attack action has taken the target out of action, whilst I have 1 or more friendly fighters out of action. Rest in peace, Grotbiter. I score an eye for an eye, as it's a surge objective, so that happens straight away.
On my turn, I'm going to attack with my chain grass here into your dude.
Into Amos.
Into Amos, as they are inspired. I'm going to, after that successful attack, I'm going to equip Grasping Thorns to my Briar Queen, using the victory point I got last turn for killing the dog.
Right, let's get Skull Hexbane involved. So he's also going to do a charge action, and he's going to move 1, 2, let's do this way, 2, 3 to there. Oh yeah, no, we'll come around this side. He's got a pistol, he knows what he's doing. And then we're going to shoot with his black powder pistols.
I'm going to charge my chain rasp into up here. His 3 movement and attack Amos. See if I can kill him off.
Come on, Amos. Okay, at the end of that activation, I'm going to use You Stand Accused, just so I can pick an enemy fighter and add 1 dice to attack actions made by friendly fighters that target the chosen fighter. This effect persists until the chosen fighter is out of action or ends an activation in my territory. What we're going to do is we're going to put that on this chain rasp here. And we're going to finish off the turn. Pock is going to avenge poor Ratspike and shoot his explosive crossbow launcher into this chain rasp just here. Okay, and with that, I have made 4 attack actions. Some of them were charges, but they also count as attack actions, which means I get due process for doing some attacks, which I'll score a victory point for that. Okay, so now we're just discarding any unwanted cards we've got on our hands, then we draw back up to the usual 3 gold cards and 2 blue cards. Sorry, 5 blue cards.
So at the start of turn 2, this chain rasp gets inspired, and I think that I will use him straight away to attack Amos again. So after that failed attack, I play Endless Malice, which allows me to do another attack with that friendly fighter on the same unit.
With that, Amos Duncaron is slain. And that allows me, as Hexbane's hunters, to use Price of Victory on my 3 remaining hunters to immediately either remove a charge or move token, or to equip a free token from my hand, a free upgrade from my hand. So that's what I'm going to do. And with that second upgrade going on to Haskell Hexbane, I've achieved Weapons of Justice.
And at the end of my turn, I'm going to put on Driven by Hatred onto the Briar Queen.
Okay, Bridget Axwell is going to go in, and as her name suggests, I think she's going to probably go and get her axes out. So she's going to use her movement of 3 to go 1, 2, 3 around here. And whenever I move someone, my dogs can go as well. So Grotbiter, my apologies, Rat Spike is going to trot along too. He's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that takes that Chain Rasp out of action for 2 damage.
I'm going to move my Briar Queen to there.
Okay, so Haskell Hexbane, standing where he is going to take a pot shot at the Chain Rasp that is not immediately standing next to him.
Okay, well...
Is that enough to kill him?
Yes, 2 damage.
And with that kill, Haskell Hexbane will become inspired as he has taken a enemy fighter out of action, and Bridget Axwold, who clearly has a thing for Hexbane here, inspires whenever a friendly Haskell Hexbane himself becomes inspired.
Briar Queen becomes inspired because it's the start of the turn. Then I'm going to attack with the Briar Queen onto your
Bridget. For reasons that might yet become clear, we're going to take a bit of a risk, and we're going to charge headlong into enemy territory with Hexbane. So he's going to take his 3 move to here, aim his black powder pistols, and take a shot at Varklav the Cruel.
Let's see if this goes better this time. I'm going to attack again with the Briar Queen into whatever his face is. The woman. That one.
Bridget.
Yeah. With that, Bridget dies.
And she is removed from the board. And with that, we also have the Price of Victory once again coming out here. So all of my hunters, that being these 2 left here, they can either have a free upgrade from my hand, or, as I don't have any of those, they can remove 1 move or charge token from this fighter. So I will remove Haskell Hexbane's charge.
Rending Scream this turn, as it's the end of my turn, to cast a spell with the Briar Queen on the little doggo. And at the end of my turn, with the extra bonus point that I've got, I'm going to put Chill Touch on my Chain Rasp at the front there.
Okay, it's time for Haskell Hexbane to shoot into the Briar Queen. So, scored 1 objective at the end of the turn there, scored Uncover the Truth, which is scored at the end if there are 2 or more friendly fighters in the enemy territory. Okay, we're going to start off with Pock. Pock is going to go and make a charge move here. So he's going to just move 1, 2, 3 to here. He's going to take aim at the Briar Queen and let loose. Okay, so a few things to do at the end of that turn there. So I'm going to use my Charmed Horseshoe upgrade, and I'm going to give that to Pock. So that will give him an extra dice on his attack actions, and his attacks have Ensnare. Okay. When that happens, I'm going to use my Gambit for the order, which I get to play when I do an upgrade. And give it to one of my hunters. So I can use that and remove any move and charge tokens from that hunter. I'll remove that charge token. And as a final step, I'm going to equip my Lucky Hexbeak Foot onto Haskell Hexbane to give him an extra defense and stop him being damaged by gambits and lethal.
For my turn, I think I will use Varkar the Cruel's ability to move the Chain Ghasts push the Chain Ghast, so I'm going to push this one here, and I'm going to push this one here, and then I am going to use Drift Drifting Advance to push all friendly chain rafts up 2 hexes. I need to move him to the closest fighter, so I will move him again closer.
Okay, very cool thing here. So, Haskell Hexbane is going to use his upgrade, which is a once per game use, the Lantern of Vengeance. So he casts that out and lets the evil spirits go and eat those other evil spirits. So we basically cast a spell and it will affect all enemies within range 2. So we'll get both of these chain rafts here and see if we can deal some damage to them.
I'm going to try and do some damage to his leader.
Okay, it's time for your favourite moment, of course. It's Pock shooting a grenade attached to a stick into some ghosts. So we're going to have hit Pock target the ever-hanged. So with that successful attack action, I did kill a character who was on a starting hex just here, which means I achieve Burn Them Out. I score a victory point and I draw a new objective card.
On my turn, I'm going to move the Briar Queen 4 to charge and attack. What's his face? He's going to move there, so he's close to.
How dare you refer
Actually,
to me
there.
as what's his face?
That's good.
How dare
attack.
you?
With that,
She's the only one
Haskell
that
is
does damage,
dead.
isn't she? I think that's what we found out before. we
Taken
played
out!
and with that, I get a victory point, and I will be attaching another thing to the Briar Queen, the Curse of the Unbinding.
Okay, my last turn. Let's just make sure we put a few more ghosts back into that grave. And no better man for the job than Pock himself turning around and loose another of those explosive crossbow bolts into the ghosts.
And with my final turn, kind of the game is pretty much over. I think James has won. I'm going to move my Varklar the Cruel there. I'm going to charge him into the dogs. And with that, James wins.
Well played.
After rolling, I got the first roll and decided to go this way, and Tom decided to offset slightly. So my turn 1, I am going to use the Varklar push all chain rafts 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then on top of that, I am going to use Drifting Advance to push all friendly chain rafts of the 2, and they must go towards the nearest fighter. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 1.
So I'm going to activate some of my quests. So I'm going to pick on a get your own size, which basically means that if one of my fighters kills someone that has more health than them, I get 2 victory points. I'm going to put that on Snobbo de Spore. And I'm going to activate the other quest, which is which is where basically if Nathan fails an attack against one of my fighters, then I get 1 victory point, and that's going to go on Grib the Wonky Lance because he's about to get attacked by many spooky ghosts. For my actual action, I'm going to move Snobbo de Spore. He can move up to 3, 2, 3, and he can shoot up to 3. So
Stop.
that did nothing, and now it's Nathan's turn.
On my activation, I'm going to flip all of these guys into...
Who's
For my
attacking?
turn, I'm going to attack with the Everhanged inspired into him. At the end of my turn, I'm going to play Spectral Parry onto him, which means that he gets block for free.
So he's attacking your board dude. Grib the Wonky Lance is attacking the guy with the plank.
Plank is dead after that.
So it gives me a victory point. So with that victory point, I'm going to upgrade Grib the Wonky Lance to have a Magnificent Bounder, which gives him +1 move and flying.
So, start of my turn, I am going to move my chain. I'm going to charge my chain gas into him. So after Endless Malice has failed as well, it doesn't work.
So Grib the Wonky Lance is going to bounce all the way over here and bash his brains out. Yeah.
So at the end of that, I've killed Tom's whatever that is.
You killed Skulko and Pronk.
Oh, shields, not dodges. So I will attach this Driven by Hatred. +1 dice to their attack if charging as well. Put that to the Briar Queen. And then at the end of my phase, because I have all of my surviving units are inspired, I get a victory point. So
Do a bold pile on. And I can
basically move him into there and him into there. He's going to attack the headless, the hung
The
one.
ever hanged. Fine. So I'm going to move the Briar Queen 1 like that. The Briar Queen is then going to attack him.
So he is just dead straight out.
He's dead, so I get a victory point for killing the model.
I'm going to use the Gambit pocket squig on Grinrak the Great, like that basically.
Okay. And then roll
He
damage.
takes the damage. So then he's going to attack that chain rasp.
Got 2
I
dodges.
got a critical.
So he's dead. We get 2 victory
Two
points.
victory points. Because of that, choose one other friendly fighter and inspire the chosen fighter. I'm going to inspire Poken Snark.
For my action, I am going to move this guy 1, 2, and this guy 1, 2 using his action.
I'm going to upgrade Moonface and I'm going to charge him into this guy. 2 damage because I made him pointy boots, so it kills it. I just upgraded the Loon King. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Charging.
Yes. So he's charging into that guy.
I'm going to do a simple one, I think, and just move that. Your turn.
Okay. Pointy back. Move up.
At the end of the phase, I score 2 things. I score take the city, so I have somebody. I hold an objective on 1 or more game boards, both of them. Or if all surviving friendly units are inspired, everyone's inspired. You go first then, and that's Moonface. There you go.
That's Moonface next.
Okay.
And then Grinrak's gonna try and kill
That one.
this guy. Yeah, so at the end of my turn, I upgrade Moonface next. So then that succeeds.
Okay. So I've turned over 3 because I'm going to equip 3 things this turn. I'm going to equip the Sadistic Strike onto Varklar. I'm going to equip the Grasping Thorns onto the Briar Queen, and I'm going to equip the Face of Death onto this guy because he's in the middle of everybody. Use Sudden Disappearance and Grasping. So each friendly chain rasp supporting unit in the first attack action in the next activation is considered to be 2 supporting. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's going to attack him.
Okay.
Him there. So he's dead.
He's dead. Grinrak's gonna attack this guy.
On the end of your turn, I'm using Sudden Appearance to move him to there.
So I hold more territories in yours than you do.
He is then going to attack him.
So Grinrak's gonna attack your Headless Huntsman again.
Okay.
So he does it.
Yeah, does he? Bloody did it!
How much damage?
2 damage.
So he's not dead. I'm going to attack.
Fly him away, do it.
He's going to attack him.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
He's dead.
He's dead. There we go.
So that's 2 victory points for me. I get an additional 1 because of Shackle Chains.
So he's going to attack.
During an adjacent enemy fighter's attack action, before any dice are rolled, roll a defense die. On a shield or a critical, your opponent has 1 fewer dice. Score this immediately when your warband makes 3
Kills
kills.
him, and then I'm going to use that reaction.
I am going to charge him. He's going to charge. So 1, 2, 3. He's there. So he's charged. And he is going to attack him. So he dies. I get a victory point for killing him and a victory point because it was him that killed him. And then on the last phase, if the enemy holds no objectives, I gain 2 points. 9 or more are dead. I don't understand that.
If there are 7 or more dead dudes.
Yeah, but what's the rest of it?
Oh, if you're a 3-player or 4-player game.
Oh, there's 3 and 4 player games. That's cool. We should have done a big battle between us all.
We can do a 3-player game.
Next
That's
time.
something.
So
Do we need another board to do 3-player? We do.
okay, well, so that's 3 points because of that. Well played.
Well played.
It's me to go first then. I think Haskell. He's the man for the mission. He's just going to pull out a pistol and start shooting, isn't he?
Yeah.
So just to put some shots over that way. Nothing. Complete miss.
Charge.
Oh yeah.
So Snorbow's going to basically push all my friendly fighters up to in my territory up to 1 hex towards the nearest enemy fighter. So it's 1, 2, 3.
A whole lot coming
4,
forwards.
5.
It's a tide of gifts.
Oh. I'm going to run him down to Grib Dawonky Lance.
Oh yeah.
On that, because I've done that, I can give him +2 move. We can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're going to come and attack Haskell Hexbane.
Haskell Hexbane, I
Okay.
think. And I've got 1 support as well from doing that earlier, so maybe this will work.
Okay. So look what we got.
I've got a critical and a hammer, so that's...
So no matter what with 1 defense, I can't do anything about that.
You've only got 1 defense, so
Just 1 does.
yeah, just kills it.
Just straight away kills Haskell Hexbane. He did attack Haskell Hexbane, so Amos Duncarrow does become inspired because you target him with a charge. And I get to activate my Price of Victory. So after a friendly hunter dies, each other hunter can either remove a move token, charge token, or get an upgrade for free. So we're going to equip the Protective Brand onto Amos. Now this will let me re-roll 1 dice on my fighter's defense roll, and opponents never count as supporting, and in defense, and attacking enemies in him don't count as supporting, and it can't be broken. Okay.
So what's the lowdown on that? So so it can't support against him, and what was the other thing? Sorry.
Basically, there's no support involved with him, and he can re-roll a defense roll.
And you can reroll. Oh, so when that happens, sorry, I completed a quest, so I can give someone an extra wound.
Bridget Axwell is going to make a charge move.
Yeah.
She's going to go 1, 2. Also, react with Rockbiter, of course, aptly named, who's going to move his 4 up there. And I'm going to choose to use her volley of hammers. 1 success there. Critical. No damage coming in there.
Nice one, Grib. It's because you're painted. Moonface Nags is going to charge an attack, so 1, 2, 3 is going to attack. No, nothing.
I'm going to use my Sanctified Sharpening Stone at the end of your turn. So +1 dice to the next range 1 attack that I make with a friendly hunter. And that's going to be my friend Amos, now that you have come within range. So he's going to make a charge action.
Yep.
He's going to move 1, 2, 3 to there.
Yep.
And he's going to swing into, what's this gentleman's name?
Nags.
Nags. +1 dice for this, so I'm rolling 4 dice here. Let's find out what happens. 4 successes.
Free.
No way that you can block
So
that.
that's free. I'm guessing it does at least.
And that does
2 damage.
2 damage.
Yeah, so he is dead.
So we do kill
He is
him.
annihilated.
So that lets me play Lead the Crusade. So it's a reaction card. I play it immediately after the out of action check when a friendly hunter's attack action takes a target out. I choose a hunter, I inspire that hunter, and I draw a power card. Bridget, I'm going to inspire her. 1 token for taking fighter out of action. And I can use that to give an upgrade. And I'm going to use Woodcutter's Strength on Amos. And believe it or not, that gives me the objective Weapons of Justice. And that then means I can use that point to do another upgrade. And I'm going to upgrade Quiet Pock. I don't know what you're going to be doing here. I'm going to use the Ward of Martyr's Blood, so in the next activation you cannot modify your fighter's attack actions.
And then he moves 3 and charge 1, 2, 3, and he's gonna charge. You got none, so
That
it goes through.
succeed. Yep. We're in trouble. I've already lost 2 of my most powerful fighters immediately, and you obviously get an extra objective
get a
point
victory
for
point as well,
that. So Amos is going to make another charge move.
So
Let's do that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 up to there. And because I have moved, I can get Rat Spike to do a move as well. He can move through me, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Hope to get some criticals here, because if we get a critical, it's an extra damage.
Yep.
Let's find out. Okay, we've rolled 2 criticals there, so it's an extra damage for each. That's 4 damage.
I've only got 1.
And you can only roll 1 dice. There's no way you can defend that. And with that, I score Due Process. Whoa. So I score this immediately after I make a 4th or subsequent attack, or I make 2 successful. So that'll be my 4th attack this round. So I score that, and I get to draw an objective card.
Nobo Dispor is going to charge and shoot that dog.
A Rat Spike.
I've got no supportings though.
No support there, so no success there.
No success. Brilliant.
No need to defend from that. And we roll off again. That's 2 crits for me and a double support.
So I'm definitely got this.
You've definitely got this.
Yep, no.
Okay,
1
so
crit and a double support.
quite crucial here, me to go first. We'll get Quiet Pock to make a charge move. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Because I have moved, I can move Rat Spike there. So Rat Spike is just going to take a move over here.
No.
No success. Right, that's 2 damage coming from that crossbow
he's
launcher.
dead.
I have an eye for an eye, so score this when a friendly fighter takes the target out of action whilst one or more friendly fighters are out of action. So you killed my hunters, I killed your little grot squibble. And we're going to put Cold Iron Nails onto Amos.
Do a bold pylon, which is going to push 2 fighters up to 2 hexes so that they are adjacent to the same enemy fighter. I'm also going to upgrade Grib the... Now when he moves, he can take a friendly fighter with him.
I'm going to spend an upgrade to give Deep Scars to Pop. And now also with that I can react, so I've got for the order. So I play that when I give an upgrade to someone, and I can remove any move or charge tokens. So he's ready to go charging in with his crossbow.
So I can give Grib an extra move and fly. What I'm going to do is he's going to charge...
Charge Amos!
Amos. So they're there. He's going to attack
Amos.
And I don't get any of the supports.
No support there, I'm
No,
afraid.
not support.
Not supporting with him. No success.
That's dreadful. Quest goes off because he ends up next to one-on-ones are friendly.
Yes.
So you
Immediately score a
inspire.
point. I'm going to use Prayers of the Faithful. Time for just Amos to turn around and start swinging that axe. So he's going to stand exactly where he is. He's going to heft the woodcutter's axe. Take this guy out in one fell swing. So let's find out.
Is it?
Two dodges. Let's see what we get. I see a dodge.
Oh, a
We're
dodge.
clear. We're okay.
And charge.
So this guy's going to charge. I don't get it.
So he does 2 damage.
2 damage will take.
Kill him.
You're going to kill Rat Spike. I think it's going to be time for just Amos to get swinging. We're looking for hammers. We've got a hammer and a support. So we've got 2 successes there. This would be 4 damage. So I succeed in the action. That is a success that will deal 3 damage to him.
I will heal myself. Schnorbow's going to try and attack you.
Let's see what we do.
That's a critical success, but 2 fails.
So can I roll a critical success? Let's see what I get. No, I take a damage.
1 damage.
And I become staggered, so I ain't moving. I think he's just going to have to turn around. He's going to pick that axe up again, and he's going to take another big swing. Both of these. Oh, it's 2 criticals in style. Absolutely.
Woo! He's going to move there and target Amos with a sword.
And I can only defend against this with criticals.
And I've got a critical. I've got 2 criticals, so you can't.
I can't defend against that. That'll be
So
another
it takes
damage coming
another
through. So I score Interrogate the Wicked. I have 2 or more friendly fighters adjacent to the same enemy fighter who is wounded. And we're also loaded for bear. So I've got 2 friendly hunters that each have at least 2 upgrades. Get a point for that as well. And I will score Fear the Righteous because I've killed at least 3 enemies and I have at least 2 hunters. So another 2 victory points for there. We're absolutely storming ahead with this one. First turn. There's a crit there. First turn to Tom.
Snorbow is going to shoot Amos again. Stab, stab, stab,
Stab, stab,
again.
We like that. Regrets, the key to do some stabbing. Okay.
The sword is success.
So, I've got 2, I can roll 1 dice. I can
And it has to
reroll
be a
it.
critical.
I need a critical. Let's find out what happens. It's a support.
No.
Second roll, let's find out. To save Amos, a critical. No critical,
No
Amos is
criticals.
down, he's out.
Boom.
Now I get to equip a free upgrade onto my remaining hunter, that being Pock, and I will use You Stand Accused! I'll put it there to remind me. Which means that I get +1 dice when I'm attacking this guy right here. Are you ready to have a grenade thrown into you? Have you seen what's behind you? I see a lethal hex behind you. It would be very shame if you got knocked
Do you
through
just
the
die
lightning.
immediately?
You take 1 damage.
And he does 2 damage.
He does 2 damage. Let's find out what happens here. Okay.
1 hammer.
Ooh, interesting. Only 1 hammer. No support in play here. Very possible to defend from this.
No.
No defense from
So
this.
he's dead.
2 damage. Knockback, and we send this man. Knockback 1, 2, 3. He goes through the lethal hex. He takes a damage. He's taken out. That's fine. So you're just going to swing into Grot Bite.
That's a critical success.
Right, 2 dodge dice coming in. We see if we get a crit. No crit there.
Crit, so
I'll get him.
gets him.
Okay, I've got
So,
one fighter remaining.
I get that one, which is I have more fighters in your territory than you do, because you've only got one. Oh, I'm going to upgrade him again. He's now does 4 damage. He does an extra damage on his 1 range attack.
We're going to stay exactly right because I can't use my crossbow again.
Steadfast.
Because I can use it once. So we're going to upgrade my defense. We're going to go on guard, and we're also going to play this. And then at the end of my turn, we'll play the Circle of Silvered Grave Salt. So all adjacent hexes to me are lethal, count as lethal hexes until someone triggers them. I can make a point, which is I can just whip out and throw a stake at him. It'll only do 1 damage, but that'll be enough to make it hard for him to charge me.
Takes 1 damage, moving and attacking. I've got a critical and 2 hammers, which don't do anything, so...
1 critical, 3 dice with an attempt to do that because of my lucky hex foot. Let's find out what happens. We're okay. Okay, I'm just going to charge this guy over here. He's going to move over like that, expending his charge, and he's going to hit you with the butt of his joke.
So,
Charge me.
he's going to charge you. That's a critical.
Okay, let's see what we get.
And a double support, which doesn't work.
No, so that attack will succeed.
Does succeed.
I reduce damage by 1.
So it's 4 damage.
And I will play by hook and crook to further reduce damage by 1. So I take 2 less damage. So it does how much damage?
2 damage then.
2 damage, and I have 3 wounds because of this. So
Because he's got an extra one.
I can do absolutely nothing this turn, so I effectively just pass.
So, at the end of the month, with the scores on the doors, are James taking the lead with 3 points for painting, 5 points for the games, and 2 points for budget, giving a total of 10 points. I'm in second with 2 points for painting, 1 point for games, and 2 points for budget, giving me a total of 5 points. And then last place, Nathan with -2 points, as he didn't even paint his own models, nor had enough budget to afford the paints. 3 points for winning, one losing 1 game, and -1 point for being over budget and giving him 0. But he has 2.5k points of Nighthorn, so who is really losing? Next month's challenge, Warcry. Please like and subscribe, and maybe Nathan will actually do some hobbying.